The formula d is equal to rt is used to calculate the distance an object travels over a period of time, t, at a constant rate r. Based on this formula, what is the rate r in terms of d and t? With this last part here, when they say r in terms of d and t, they're asking you to solve the equation for r. If you weren't sure, you could look at all the answer choices. They say r equals something. So to get r by itself, we're going to divide both sides by t. Cancels out over here, and r is equal to d over t. Which of the following correctly gives p in terms of the other variables? We're trying to get p all by itself. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides by 6. So we have 6e is equal to O plus 4m plus p. Next up, we're going to subtract O, and we can subtract 4m at the same time if we wanted to. And we have 6e minus O minus 4m. All of that is equal to p. The answer is A. If you forgot the formula for perimeter, let's say that this is length and this is width. They're going to be the same. So P is going to be equal to 2L plus 2W. They want to know what is L in terms of the other variables. So we're going to move the 2W over by subtracting. So we have P minus 2W is equal to 2L. And L is not by itself yet. We have to divide by 2. Once we do that, our answer is C. Which equation correctly expresses x in terms of the other variables? So multiply by 2y. To cancel that out, we have 2yz is equal to x plus 3. X is still not by itself. We're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So we have 2yz minus 3 is equal to x. They ask you to find a in terms of x, but you have to figure out how to set up the original equation. Because this is an equivalent form, we can write our initial equation like this. And we're going to take this one on the right and solve it for a. We can actually subtract this entire thing. And because the denominator is the same, we just take 4x squared minus 1 over 2x minus 1. And if you're looking at the answer choices, none of those fit. So it goes back to the difference of squares formula. 4x squared minus 1 can be factored into these two. And these then cancel out, so we have our answer 2x plus 1. Which of the following expresses the temperature in degrees Rankine in terms of the temperature in degrees Celsius? So I'm looking for R, all by itself. First thing I can do is multiply both sides by 9/5. That's the reciprocal of 5/9, so it cancels things out. So I have 9 over 5c is equal to r minus 491.67. Then I'm going to add 491.67 to both sides. And so I'm looking for 9/5 c plus 491.67. P in terms of t, I just divide by 0.8 on both sides. This goes away. And there's my answer. Which of the following correctly expresses L in terms of n and h? So I take this original equation and I solve it for L. So I'm going to divide by 7h. And there's my answer. Which of the following gives P in terms of the other variables? So I want to get P all by itself. So I'm going to take whatever's here on the bottom and multiply to move it over here. I'm going to take whatever is here on the top and divide to move it down to the bottom. So I'm looking for this part in blue to be on top, which shows up right here, and the part in red to be on bottom, which shows up here. That's why B is the answer. This problem looks really hard, but you're just moving things around.